Hi friends, I Robinson. Welcome to our YouTube channel Star Science Robinson. Let's get into topic. Suprarenal gland or adrenal gland. These are a pair of endocrine gland situated on the posterior abdominal wall over the upper pole of the kidneys behind the peritoneum. Each gland lies in the epigastrium at the upper pole of the kidney. We will see in a diagram where the adrenal gland has been situated. It is situated in the upper pole of the kidney, as I am showing in the diagram the pair of a adrenal gland on each kidney. So now I am showing about the left adrenal gland, and this is right adrenal gland. So next, if you see about the shape, the right adrenal gland is triangular in shape. So once again, the right suprarenal gland is in triangular shape. So if you see about the left adrenal gland, it is in semilunar in shape. So the left suprarenal gland is in semilunar in shape. Now we'll see about the structure of adrenal gland. So now I am drawing an adrenal gland, so which I'm showing in the green color, which is called as a capsule. So the covering of our adrenal gland. The suprarenal gland contains two parts. One, it is called as a adrenal cortex part. So this is in white color in our diagram. So this is called as adrenal cortex. And next, if you see about the blue color which I'm showing you, which is called as adrenal medulla. So it is in blue color in our diagram. Suprarenal gland embedded in adipose tissue, and the adrenal cortex, which has three zones, and we'll see in later of our teaching. So right now we'll see about the height, the length and breadth and thickness. So we'll see about the height, which is around 50 mm, and breadth it is around 30 mm, and thickness it's around 10 mm, and weight is around 5 grams. So this is about the adrenal gland. Now we'll see in our diagram, as I'm showing you the bigger diagram of the adrenal gland, which is a capsule. And now we'll go with the inner portion of our adrenal gland, that is the outer layer, that is cortex. So in cortex we have three parts again, that is I have said you already three zones. So I am showing you in black color, so which is called as a outer zona glomerulosa around 15 percentage. So it is beneath the capsule, and it is around the space is 50% of space in cortex, and it is columnar pyramidal cells, which is release of mineralocorticoid, steroid hormones, electrolyte homeostasis, so water balance. So mineralocorticoids stimulates the reabsorption of sodium and increase potassium excretion into urine. So that is about the aldosterone functions. Next we are seeing about the outer cortex, next middle layer. So that is called as a zona fasciculata, which is around 65 percentage in cortex region, polyhedral and binucleated cells, that is glucocorticoids, which is cortisol, which is useful for the metabolism of carbohydrates and proteins and lipids, suppress the immune response, promote maturation of lungs and fetal development. This is innermost layer of our outer cortex region in adrenal gland, and that is called as a zona reticularis, and it is around 7% of space and in cortex region. Adrenogen is released here by pituitary stimulations to ACTH, and it will stimulate the adrenal gland to release the adrenal androgen. In males and female, steroid hormones similar with testosterone, sex hormones is about the outer part cortex. And now we are seeing about the adrenal medulla. So that is epinephrine and norepinephrine. So that is the inner part of adrenal gland. So if it is epinephrine or adrenaline, so which is used for flight or fight response. For example, see a snake will feel of fear. So when we feel frightened, then we'll feel of going away. We will carry ourselves to do something, that is fight or flight response. So that is catecholamine, that is through neurotransmitters. And if you see about the norepinephrine, so the stress hormone which is released in blood to brain and then stress. So this mobilize the brain and body. Release of norepinephrine during sleep it will decreases, during awake it will increase, and it will increase in stress in brain. Alertness promotes attention, increase restlessness and anxiety, and in body increase heart rate, increase blood pressure, increase release of glucose, increased blood flow toward skeletal muscle, inhibits wadding of bladder, and this is the flight or fight responses in medulla. So this is called as a catecholamine. So we seen in outer zona glomerulosa, that is aldosterone, and in zona fasciculata, that is cortisol, and we have seen about the inner zona reticularis, that is androgen. So this is about the hormones and adrenal gland. So now we are going to see about the blood supply. So right now I'm showing you that is directly from the descending aorta, so where you have a direct connection to our adrenal gland, that is called as middle suprarenal artery, and showing you inferior suprarenal artery which is from the renal artery. So it is not from the aorta, it is from the renal artery. And now we are seeing about the superior suprarenal artery which is from the diaphragm artery or inferior diaphragm artery, that is phrenic artery. So from phrenic artery inferiorly it is to the adrenal gland, so that is called as superior suprarenal artery. Suprarenal vein, left is from the left renal vein and right is from the inferior vena cava. So this is about suprarenal vein to the adrenal gland. Thank you friends for watching. It's Star Science Robinson.